the Chi-Town experience on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the like.
Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears have some big changes in store that will take Caleb Williams' game to the next level next season. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, first and foremost, happy April Fool's Day. We are officially in NFL Draft Month. I just want to remind you guys on today's episode of Keek on the Mic that I will be live for round one of the NFL draft, where the Chicago Bears are currently picking 10th overall in the top 10 this month. So make sure you guys come join that live stream. I'll have some more information on that live stream as the draft gets closer, but the first round NFL draft will be on April 24th. So make sure you guys come join me, get my live reaction for the Chicago Bears first round draft selection. I also wanted to present you guys on today's episode of Keek on the Mic a huge opportunity to earn extra money. I am trying to help out a couple of Bears fans that are looking to earn extra income. I have been working with my business coach where he is helping me make extra money. I already have a couple of Bears fans that have joined my team. So if you are interested in making some extra money and joining my team right here on Keek on the Mic, just comment down below that you are interested, and I will do the correspondence with you and try to make you some extra money over these next couple of months. So Bears fans, we have a couple of different things that I wanted to discuss. Just give you guys my thoughts on and just wanted to interact with you guys on today's episode of Keek on the Mic. Ever since Ben Johnson was hired as the new Chicago Bears head coach, everyone around the league has been super pumped up, super excited about what he can actually do for Caleb Williams to really take his game to the next level. We all saw what he did with Jared Goff in Detroit the last couple of years. And we all know that, Caleb Williams has a little bit more to his game in terms of being able to make some off-script plays, getting out of the pocket, where Jared Goff is more of that traditional, just in the pocket quarterback. So I think that's why people are so excited to see what Ben Johnson is able to do with a quarterback like Caleb Williams. And we all know that Ben Johnson was brought here to Chicago to maximize the abilities of our second-year quarterback and Caleb Williams. And Ben Johnson has already mentioned that he wants to tailor an offense that is centered around his quarterback and his quarterback's abilities, which is a different tone from a Bears head coach or an offensive mind here in Chicago, that they're actually going to tailor, their offensive game plan around your quarterback, which I know it sounds crazy because we're not used to it, but that's exactly how it should be. Ben Johnson is also challenging Caleb Williams going into year two to adjust his own game to improve this season. And while actually at the annual NFL owners meetings, Ben Johnson told us exactly what he wants to see from Caleb Williams in year two. Check this out, Bears fans.
Well, he's done it. He's done it. So it's just the comfort level. It's time on task. It's how many reps can we get under his belt to where he just feels better and better about taking drops under center. I'm more prone to the play action game underneath there because I do think the longer action, the longer fake does tend to hold the second level for a little bit longer. And that's where you get your chunks and your shots behind them. And so there is merit for looking to develop that part of his game. And the truth is, even if we do invest and we decide that's not the direction we want to go too far in, it's still really worthwhile for him to have that time on because it's going to translate to the shotgun as well.
Bears fans, I absolutely love what I heard from Ben Johnson in this little clip that I showed you on today's episode of Keek on the Mic. And all Ben Johnson wants Caleb Williams to do or get more comfortable in doing is playing more under center. And we all know Williams is at his best playing out of shotgun. He showed it a lot while at USC. He played out of the shotgun a lot in his first season here in Chicago as well. And a lot of it had to do with, the inabilities of the offensive line and just not really having a good offensive-minded coach as well. So that's why I think it was just easier for Caleb Williams to play out of shotgun, and that's really just what he's used to. So, the coaches really just wanted to make sure Williams was comfortable in his first season in Chicago, but now Ben Johnson is here. He is this hot, fresh, offensive-minded head coach, and he is here to challenge Caleb Williams and also here to maximize the talent of Williams as well. And this is one of the things that I think if we can get Caleb Williams comfortable playing more under center, this would really elevate his play going into year 2. And once again, I want to make it a big note here that Ben Johnson isn't saying, hey, we're going to go fully away from allowing Caleb Williams to play out of shotgun. He is just saying that he wants to also wants to see Caleb Williams play more under center as well. And obviously, you know, we all know the benefits from any quarterback playing under center. It can open up the run game, open up more play action passes as well, which could produce more chunk plays for Williams in this Bears offense here in Chicago, and ultimately elevate Caleb Williams' play as well going into year 2. And last season, once again, and this is just a different coaching staff. Matt Eberflus and that coaching staff really put an emphasis on the entirety of this Bears football team, on turnovers and takeaways, which is still a big aspect to this football game. But Ben Johnson coming in now has a different belief. Ben Johnson actually believes in EPA, which actually stands for expected points added. This measures how well a team performs compared to their expectation on a play-to-play basis. When you're looking at what he did for Jared Goff over the last couple of seasons in Detroit as the OC over there, Jared Goff was one of the most proficient EPA QBs last season. He was 3rd in EPA per play and 5th in completion percentage above expected. And when you look at Caleb Williams in his rookie season here in Chicago, he didn't do too well in either of those categories last season. Now he has an upgraded coaching staff and an upgraded offensive line to play more under center. So we're going to see a lot more of play action passes. We're going to see more emphasis in the run game. And this is ultimately going to benefit Caleb Williams as a player to really maximize his talents. Once again, this is not something that Caleb Williams is used to, right? He didn't do this a lot in college. He didn't do it a lot in his rookie season here in Chicago. But now Ben Johnson is challenging him to be comfortable with playing more under center. And if he can get comfortable doing this, this is going to really help him a whole lot, because obviously when you're able to run the football effectively, it's going to open up play action. We're going to see a lot more chunk plays from the Chicago Bears offense. And ultimately, Ben Johnson also wants to get his top options, meaning DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Cole Kmet, more open as well. That was a huge issue last season, is that you would see a bunch of guys running routes to the same spot. No one was really ever open on a consistent basis, which led to Caleb Williams holding on to the ball a little bit longer, making him become more of a Superman quarterback, which is totally okay. I think we all love that aspect of Caleb Williams, but I feel like Ben Johnson putting more of an emphasis on this and playing more under center, getting the run game going, more play action, trying to get the ball, pushing the ball downfield more to two guys like DJ Moore and Rome Odunze is really going to benefit Caleb Williams down the road. So once again, I absolutely love Ben Johnson's mindset on what he wants for Caleb Williams. Do you guys actually think this is going to benefit Caleb Williams? Because I'm excited to see Caleb Williams play more under center now that we have the upgraded interior to offensive line. And of course, we're going to probably add some more offensive pieces in the NFL draft as well. So let me know down below in the comment section what you're thinking about, Ben Johnson's big changes for Caleb Williams that I feel that can elevate him going into his second season here in Chicago. But Bears fans, there is one more thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about before I let you guys go on today's episode of Keek on the Mic. It sounds like Dennis Allen is actually pushing the Bears to draft tight end Tyler Warren. This was also at the annual owners meeting. I think it was the CHGO Bears podcast got the opportunity to sit down with head coach Ben Johnson, and they asked him straight up about Tyler Warren. And Ben Johnson was very coy about it, just saying, hey, Tyler Warren is the ultimate football player. I'm definitely like what he sees from a guy like Warren. But he also gave a cool little story about Dennis Allen. So I'm going to go ahead and also share that clip of for you guys on today's episode of Keek on the Mic.
Position, watch Tyler Warren. Because when I've watched his film, I'm just thinking, and Ben Johnson must be thinking about all the different ways he could use this guy.
He's the definition of a football player.
Yeah.
And, we did a cool little exercise a couple weeks ago with Ryan and Ian and Jeff King was in it, myself, and also the coordinators. So we had Dennis and we had Declan, and we watched a number of the call it 20 to 30 of the top prospects in this draft. Tyler got up there, and to me, what I'll always remember is Dennis Allen speaking up about how much of a headache it would be to go against a player like that. Oh, wow. Not only is he a tenacious football player, he blocks, he runs hard, but the fact that you could put him in the backfield and do some wildcat with him, he felt like that was kind of unique and would give him issues as a defensive coordinator.
Bears fans, I found Ben Johnson's comments about what Dennis Allen had to say about Tyler Warren very interesting. And I think Dennis Allen is right on the money. He is a matchup nightmare. You can put him anywhere on the football field. He's a very, very good catching tight end. He can block. He can play wildcat. He could be in the backfield. He could be in the slot. Tyler Warren is going to be a very, very good football player in the NFL. And it makes a lot of sense, coming from a defensive coach, especially saying that. Usually defensive coordinators or coaches will say, hey, it's all defense. No, it sounds like Dennis Allen is trying to find the best person for the Chicago Bears to help them win football games. And if it happens to be Tyler Warren with the 10th overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft, I think there would be a lot of Bears fans happy about that. With that being said, I really love everything about Tyler Warren. I think he would be a very good extra piece for Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams within the Chicago Bears offense. But I think we have to understand that we also have Cole Kmet. He is a very capable tight end. I'm also really excited to see what Kmet's able to do with Caleb Williams in year 2, obviously with Ben Johnson coming into the fold as the offensive-minded head coach. And I know we have had a lot of conversations about Tyler Warren and Cole Kmet, the 2 tight end sets and all that good stuff. But we have to understand that we do have a tight end in Cole Kmet that to me is also a very good tight end in the National Football League. I think, Kmet's going to benefit from Ben Johnson's play calling. And I know that there's a lot of people, including myself, that have been really high on Tyler Warren. And it's very apparent that it seems like Dennis Allen and Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles are also keeping a close eye on Warren. If he is the best player available there at 10, go ahead and take him. I'm definitely not going to, complain about that pick. But if there's other people there, like if there's like a Mike Green there, or if there's an Ashton Genty, or if there's a big opportunity to trade down, I think the Chicago Bears can definitely explore that option as well. Just knowing that tight end is not a major need on this roster. I think we have to put a little bit more respect on Cole Kmet's name. I think he could still be that big time tight end that we need him to be for Caleb Williams. So I'm thinking, even though he's a great player, talking about Warren, I think we would be able to explore other opportunities in the NFL draft and fill some other holes on this roster as well. So Bears fans, go ahead down below in the comment section. Let me know how you're feeling about Ben Johnson's little story to the CHGO podcast on Dennis Allen talking about Tyler Warren. And if Tyler Warren is there, would you guys be okay with taking him with the number 10 overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft? Let me know down below in the comment section. But as always, Bears fans, make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears that you know. But other than that, back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic.